Hello everyone. Once again, I greet you from the Sacro Convento, located in Assisi, Italy. Today I'm standing right in front of the tomb of our Holy Father St. Francis. If you were to come to visit the Basilica in Assisi, you will find three churches here: the upper church, the lower church, and right underneath of the lower church a crypt, which is also known as a tomb, because it contains, as you can see, the remains of our Holy Father St. Francis. St. Francis died in 1226. Immediately after his death, he was taking his corpse to a simple church called St. Giorgio. Immediately, the superior of the brothers, Brother Elia, commissioned the building of the church with the whole purpose of containing the remains of St. Francis. Hence, the basilica was built. In 1230, the remains of St. Francis were moved from the church of St. Giorgio to this particular place that you see today. However, it wasn't visible to everyone. Right on the top of the tomb, they built the altar of the lower church. And all this area that you see today, it wasn't open. It was all surrounded by different layers of stones. Thus, you can see the structure surrounded around the tomb. In 1818, after the request of Pope Pius VII, they began an excavation to find the exact place where the tomb of St. Francis was kept. After 52 nights of work, eventually they found the remains of St. Francis where it was originally said to be kept, right underneath the altar of the lower church. Eventually, all the bishops of Umbria gathered together to certify all the legal paperwork that says that indeed this was the body of St. Francis. Remember, this body was kept here, right underneath the altar, away from everyone, because there was a lot of concern that people from Perugia might take the body away. However, the body of St. Francis is not the only body that is buried here. There are as well 5 other people. Right here to my right, facing the tomb of St. Francis, we have Brother Leo. Brother Leo, who was a faithful disciple of St. Francis of Assisi. Remember, Brother Leo was the brother, the spiritual director of St. Francis, that went along with him to Mount La Verna 2 years before he died, where he received the stigmata. Then here, right behind the tomb of St. Francis, we find another companion. We find Brother Maceo. Brother Maceo, who was also one of the original followers of St. Francis, a faithful disciple of St. Francis that was able to carry out the original desire that St. Francis has for every single friar. As well, we have another friar here to my right, Brother Angelo. Brother Angelo also is considered to be one of the friars who remained close to St. Francis until his death. Was taking care of St. Francis until the last moment when he died in 1226, together with another friar who is also buried here, facing the altar. Brother Rufino. These 2 friars were buried there to St. Francis. Also, the 5th person, all the way at the end of the tomb, or as you might say, the entrance, is a lady who was a very good friend of St. Francis, a benefactor of St. Francis and the friar. She's buried all the way right there. Her name was Jacoba. In fact, the brothers used to call her Brother Jacoba. And right in front, where she's buried, you might see a big lamp, which is containing 3 different candles with oil. That oil is always burning there. It's a desire from all the people from Italy, because St. Francis is the patron saint of the country, Italy, for peace in the country. And every year, from different locations, different parts of Italy, they donate the oil that will be burning there throughout the whole year. As you can see, right behind me, we are on the side of the tomb of St. Francis. It is very clear that all this is rock. Now, originally, it wasn't covered by these iron bars. Today, we had to keep it for safety, because thousands of people come today, they kneel down here, praying to our Holy Father, St. Francis, that he might intercede for them, their needs, their beloved ones. Hence, people always leave different objects here. A photo of their grandfather who died, a child that might need to be healed, someone that needs the powerful intercession of our Holy Father, St. Francis. Thus, this particular place here behind the tomb of St. Francis also has become a place of prayer, where people come down and pray to God through the intercession of our Holy Father, St. Francis. Right behind me, you see a long hallway. All the way at the end is where the original cistern used to be, which is kept, or used to be kept, right underneath the cloister of Pope Pius IV. Today, because there is no such a need anymore for water from the cistern, a sacristy was built, and it serves as the sacristy of the tomb. Today, thousands of people come from the whole world to visit the tomb of St. Francis. Although you see right here in front of me a very simple design where the tomb is kept, it wasn't always the same style. In 1926, the brothers decided to redesign the tomb, which will symbolize more the spirituality of St. Francis, a place which is simple, austere. When people come down here to visit, they kneel down in front of the body of St. Francis, that he might intercede for us. Not just only people who are Catholics, but many believers and not unbelievers. So today, we pray also right here to St. Francis, that he might intercede for us, that we may become the people that God wishes us to